सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मुक्षीयमामृतात्।
Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya.
त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मुक्षीयमामृतात्।
Om Namah Shivaya.
सहनावतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मामृतङ्गमय। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। Guten Abend, Bourgeois. So, how are you all doing? Keeping well? Please see page number 49. All the strength and succor you want is within yourself. Therefore, make your own future. Let the dead past bury its dead. The infinite future is before you, and you must always remember that each word, thought, and deed lays up a store for you, and that as the bad thoughts and bad works are ready to spring upon you like tigers, so also there is the inspiring hope that the good thoughts and good deeds are ready with the power of 100,000 angels to defend you always and forever. Stand up, be bold, be strong, take the whole responsibility on your own shoulders, and know that you are the creator of your own destiny. All the suffering that we undergo in our lives is because of ignorance. What is the antidote for ignorance? Knowledge. దుఃఖానికి మూల హేతువు అజ్ఞానం. అజ్ఞానాన్ని తొలగించుకుంటే దుఃఖం పోతుంది. సో ఇఫ్ యూ రిమూవ్ ఇగ్నోరెన్స్ బై బ్రింగింగ్ నాలెడ్జ్, all the suffering will come to naught, will come to an end. So knowledge about what? knowledge about our real nature. We think we are the physical body, we think we are the mind. All suffering, pertains to only these two dimensions. And we think we are just these two. But in fact, we are not just this body and mind. There is something else in this other than the body and mind. Where is it, Swamiji? I don't see, I don't experience, I don't find it. It is so subtle, so sukshma. Sukshmatvat tadavijneyam. Because it's so subtle, you can't see it, you can't perceive it. And people like Vivekananda, all great people in the world, great prophets, through tapas, by practicing hard austerity, they could touch the core of their being, which is so subtle. Anoraniyan Mahato Mahiyan, that is smaller than the smallest and bigger than the biggest. It has no dimensions in space and time. It is in you also, but we don't experience it. That's the reason we feel the weakness. Swamiji used to tell this story. It's a very famous story in Vedanta. The story of the lioness. There was a lioness. It was carrying it, pregnant. So one day it was in search of food. It saw a flock of sheep. It just chased the sheep and just jumped on one sheep to kill it. In the process, it injured itself. As it was pregnant, it delivered the cub and passed away. It injured itself in the process of attacking the sheep. And now, the lion cub, all the sheep took pity on the lion cub. Okay, mother died. So the cub also used to go with the sheep and graze along with them. Because there was no lioness to feed the cub with milk. The cub also would eat only the grass along with the sheep. So it just got habituated to eating grass. Otherwise, grass is not the food of the lion. A great difficulty because from early in life it started eating grass. Somehow it could tune its digestive system, okay, to digest grass. Otherwise, if a grown-up lion, if you feed grass, it will starve and die, but it will not touch grass. It will not. But this baby cub, innocently, it used to look around. It was hungry, but no lioness around to feed it with the milk. Just because other sheep were grazing, it just picked up the habit and somehow it tuned its digestive system to digest the grass. So it grew up. But after all, it's a lion cub, it grew a full-blown lion now. So sheep of flock, in the midst, a lion. So people would not go near this flock because in the midst of flock there's a lion. So it was moving in the forest just like that. One day, another lion happened to see the flock. And in the midst of the flock, this lion. How come that as soon as they see the lion, the sheep actually supposed to run away? They would run away. But how come that there is a lion in the midst of the flock? This new lion got surprised. Then it wanted to know why this lion is staying in the midst of the flock of sheep and how come that the sheep were not afraid of this lion. So one day it just went there and it just chased away all the sheep and caught hold of this sheep lion. It was also running away along with the sheep, remaining sheep, seeing the new lion. But this new lion was interested only in this lion, not the sheep. Somehow it caught it. It said, how come that you are in the midst of a flock of sheep? You're a lion. Are they not, why they are not afraid of you? I said, I am only a sheep, I am only a sheep. You are a lion. This new lion said, no, I am only a sheep, I am only a sheep. Can't you see I am eating grass? This new lion said, no, you should eat meat. You should not eat grass. Again, it started saying, I am only a sheep. I bleat like sheep, I eat like sheep, and I sleep like sheep. I am only a sheep. And how to solve the problem? This new lion now thought, hit upon the idea. Come, you are the lion. I'll prove that you are a lion. It dragged it to a nearby pond and showed it its reflection. Okay? How I look, how you look. Okay? I have mane, I am the lion, and you are also a lion. You are not sheep. And then it pushed a piece of meat into its mouth. This is your food. Grass is not your food. You should not bleat like a lamb. You should roar like a lion because you are a lion. So this new lion roared and made it practice slowly. Not the sheep lion also realized its own nature, realized that it's lion, it's not sheep, and started roaring and started eating meat. And the moral of the story is this. We also have become sheep by believing that we are the body and the mind. So this hypnotization has not happened overnight. It has happened over a period of time, many births. So many births we led with the idea that we are just the physical body and the mind, and it has become a kind of habit. It has completely took possession of us. It has gotten us over. So this is the thing. So we have forgotten our real nature. People like Vivekananda, Buddha, and great prophets come in our midst and try to make us realize our true nature. Okay? They come and tell us that you are not the body, you are not the mind, you are that infinite spirit. You will say, no, 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 I am only body, mind, I am only body, mind. Again, they will tell that, no, you are the infinite spirit, you are all powerful, all power is within you. We say, no, 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 I am only body and mind. Okay? So they will again roar. We will not believe them. We think they are mad. But they know that we are mad. They know that we have forgotten our real nature. It's okay. Behind the psychosomatic complex, behind this mind and body, that infinite soul, infinite Atman, infinite consciousness is in every one of us. But we don't have access to it. That's the only thing. We are not in awareness of that. It's not in our experience as yet. But you can bring it into your experience through sadhana, through effort, through tapas, through austerity, meditation, repetition, God's name, prayer, self surrender, selfless service. These are all the means which will help us to connect ourselves with our real nature, which is divine. As Swami says, all power is within you. You can do anything and everything. Each soul is potentially divine. From that perspective, you are infinitely powerful. All power is within every human being. But now, actually, it has become kind of habit with us. Our mind is so conditioned into believing that we are just the physical body and the mind, and we have totally forgotten our real nature. So, from today onwards, constantly assert your real nature. How you will do that? I am not the body, I am not the mind. So, if something happens to the body, anyway, I am not the body. What I should do with that? If something happens to mind, if some problem comes, some psychological suffering, you just deny it, saying that mind suffers. I have nothing to do with the mind. Mind is only my instrument, right? I am not the mind. When you identify with the mind, suffering becomes yours. When you detach yourself from the mind and say that, mind suffers, mind business, that is, it's business to suffer. Oh, I have nothing to do with my mind and it's suffering. And the mental processes that happen there. When you can constantly deny like this, after some time, you get established your real nature and body and mind, you become free from that. Then that is the time when you experience your immortal dimension. Okay? That is actually your real personality. This is only hypnotization. Now I am thinking that I am the body and mind. Only consolation is everybody is in our same like us. Hmm? All the people around us, suppose they were all like Vivekananda, we would also realize our real nature in no time. But people like Vivekananda, they come once in a millennium or once in a few centuries. Not every day we will not get such people, right? All the people around us are also ignorant people like us. They also believe that they are body and mind just as we believe. So ignorant people in the company of ignorant people. Only ignorance gets multiplied, right? Okay. We have a proverb, right? సన్యాసి రాసుకుంటే బూడిదే రాలుతుంది అట్లనే అజ్ఞాని ఇంకో అజ్ఞాని రాసుకుంటే ఏమొస్తుంది అజ్ఞానమే పడుతుంది అక్కడ కదా సో దట్ ఈస్ హౌ యాక్చువల్లీ ఐ కీప్ టెలింగ్ యూ అగైన్ అండ్ అగైన్ keep in touch with the literature of Vivekananda, and you will realize that you are not the sheep, you are not this body mind, you are the lion, that you are that infinite consciousness, infinite self. Thank you. Nice evening.